Now, I have something to show you guys. I want you guys all to look at this. Alright? Look at it. That is a letter from a Deputy Commissioner of Police by the name of Clifford Blake, telling me if I don't report back by X time, he's going to demand that I be dismissed from the Jamaica Constabulary. Now, Jamaica, tell me, how is it a policeman who spoke out against corruption, including murder, where a well-known Dan from East Kingston named Danai Williams was supplying guns to members of the constabulary, yes, to kill and plant on certain elements in the society, sent away for years. And after I come out the program, the police now was a witness against, have all the power to tell him, hey, come back to Jamaica, you know, or we're gonna dismiss you. Twice he wrote for severance from the JCF. Want nothing to do with them. And they refused. You can imagine, they refused. But Mr. Clifford Blake, who, when I was in Jamaica at one point, was a deputy superintendent in East Kingston, very close to Danai Williams, very close to the likes of Anita Adams, is now a deputy commissioner and threatening me. Threatening me. The former permanent secretary, Mr. Sanders, I think he was a major general, telling me, no, it's good, you could come back. But he forget, when he was in charge of the military, it was his men who used to provide protection for me. And it was so bad that we couldn't stay in Kingston. He has to fly us out of Kingston immediately one day. You see how politics change people? You see how politics change people? Let me tell you this. I watched last night where the former Prime Minister went down to St. Ann and she leave her threats with the people, telling them when she coming back, she knows she will bring. Madam Prime Minister, I know you well at the time when you was Prime Minister. I saw what you did in Matthews Lane with Zeeks. I was there. I was there. You hear me? I was there when you hug and kiss him. When they go inside his house and have a meeting. I was there. Yeah? I know about Anthony Brown and George Flash. I sit and speak with these men. They were getting money from solid waste every fortnight. They were staunch supporters of you. Men get killed in East Kingston and the police couldn't go for the body. And I called. And me and a deputy superintendent named Beaumont alone went for the body. Anthony Brown said we could come for it. We see men with more guns more than the police in the station. Right there in Rockford. They never fired at us. But these men are your supporters. These men are your supporters. Danai Williams, one of your biggest supporters. I know him. I see his vehicle for him several times. And the police let it go. Yes. He used to be escorted by policemen. Motorized. CMU. Kingston East Division men. Yes. The very Land Cruiser assigned to the Commissioner of Police, Danai Williams, getting escorted in it. With men from Commissioner Office driving it too. Stop him on the road after they run all the traffic lights. And in telling us he has more firepower on him than us. Yes. This is one of the biggest supporters in Kingston, Miss Portia Simpson. So who you gonna carry down to St. Ann, man? Who you gonna bring down here to threaten the people then? Is this what the country come to? This is what the country come to now? People can't speak out again. Well, Jamaica, let me tell you, you can't trust the police. I'm telling you plain. You cannot trust the police. It's a corrupt criminal entity. And any police who speak out, in danger. You remember Flankers when those old people were killed in the car? I was there. I was there. And I can tell you, no gunmen fired the police that morning. I can tell you who was leading the party. A policeman that went into the community. I was right beside the deputy superintendent at the time, with no assistant commissioner. He was the first man to fire a shot. But he never fired the car. He fired it in the air. And because of that, it caused a chain reaction. And the policemen them shoot up the car and kill innocent people. And in no time, that deputy superintendent organized and get guns to plant to say shoot out. You know what? The amount of things I know. Cowboy, you me talking, you know, Mr. Knight. You remember me? You remember me? It's you me talking. You was in charge. You're the next deputy superintendent that morning. I was right beside you. And I even tell you, you was in plain clothes, so you shouldn't try to stop no vehicle. You forget that? Jamaica, let me tell you this. With doom. And this man, Carl Williams, Starboy's Commissioner of Police, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I'm telling you plain. Blake, you don't know when I trust you already. Because he was very close to Danhai Williams when he was in East Kingston as a deputy superintendent. You was very close to him. As a matter of fact, Adams was there too. I used to go on operation and see what you guys do, or you release certain people when Danhai drive down and come in. You can't tell me nothing. Remember I tell you that. But for you, Miss Miller, if you send anybody down in St. Ann to trouble the people, I hope the country have an uprising. I hope so.